Do y'all remember the story about the prodigal son? He was a nice guy. He had 2 kids. Because when you're a good boy, people respect you, but they don't necessarily love you. I respect Jeff Bezos. He built a huge empire, but I don't love him. And when you're a bad boy, people love you or they hate you, but they don't necessarily respect you. Like my mom's grandkids, they're not terribly bright. She loves them to death, but she never gives them her car keys. Okay, so you see the difference between respect and love? Respect is earned. You've got to earn it. Love is not. Love is given freely by grace. And the older kid, who was the good boy, he confused the two. He thought you have to earn love, just like you earn respect. Okay, we're going to do a little practice now because I want to see what y'all want. In a minute, I want to think if you want people to respect you or love you. Do you want someone to give you gifts and give you money and serve you and give you attention? Because that's respect. Or do you want someone whom you can care for, who you feed twice a day, someone who you can watch blossom, someone who you can celebrate their milestones and their wins with? Then you want love. Okay, so now you're going to write down in your journal which one you want. And you can do 60-40, 80-20. You can do, okay? Oh, Tasha says team respect. Okay, so let's go ahead and share while people are writing. Just unmute yourself. Tell me which one you want. And you can do proportion. It can be 50-50. Okay, I want you to think of times you sacrificed one for the other, because I'll give you an example of 2 different married couples. In one couple, the husband cheated on the wife, and he definitely loved her. He just didn't respect her. And in another couple, husband, great job, supported the family, never cheated on her, but what a boring life. Lord, 35 years. So, sometimes you want a guy to respect you so much, and he does, and you're like going to kill yourself out of boredom. Do anything for a little bit of love. And sometimes the man loves you, but you're willing to give up love. Because screw this, I don't want to be treated that way. Love is wet, respect is dry. Now, tell me what you think. So there's nothing wrong with wanting respect. Respect is awesome, but it's not love. It's respect. And in your relationships, please be clear. Are you asking someone to respect you, or are you asking them to love you? Because if you want them to respect you, you have to earn it. But if you want them to love you, you don't have to earn it. But you just have to love them in return. Okay, so respect is upfront payment. You got to have a down payment up front for sure. Can't ask for respect, you know? But love is a return on the investment. You have to love first in order to be loved in return. So when you're a good boy, people respect you because you're good. And when you're a bad boy, people who love you will love you in spite of you being bad. If you have to earn someone's love, you have to stay skinny or rich, that's not love. That's respect, but that's not love. Just be clear. But if someone loves you because you keep earning it, you keep proving yourself, that's also not love. That's a transaction. Some people call that a job. And there's a difference. There's a difference between I love you, so I do this as a sign of my love, and versus I did this, so that means I must love you, right? No, you're either faking it, or you're trying to sell me something, or you have an ulterior motive, or you're trying to get something from me. Like every time my sister does something nice for my mother's like, how much? But she's assuming my sister's gonna borrow money. So doing something nice does not mean love. And my sister keeps trying to prove to my mother that she loves her. And I believe that my sister does love my mother, but when you keep trying to prove something, the less people believe you. Because if it were real, you wouldn't have to prove it. You would just be it all the time. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Like I have for a long time I respected myself up the wazoo. I never ate sugar or meat. I treated my body like it was a temple. But I didn't love myself. Every time I got fat or whatever, I would blame myself. So I treated myself really well, but I didn't forgive myself for any of my mistakes. By the way, that's how I treated men too. Hmm. And you want to look at people how they treat themselves is how they're going to treat you. If they treat themselves well, they respect themselves, they'll respect you. But if they're so perfect they can't eat a cheeseburger, they don't love themselves, they're not going to love you, right?